Well, first of all, folks, what an honor it was to be on Tucker Carlson tonight. And more importantly, thank goodness Tucker takes an interest in Canadian stories, because most of the Canadian mainstream media, well, they've been missing in action when it comes to this particular sordid saga. I guess our government-funded woke stenographers are all down with the radical transgender revolution, even if it adversely affects minors. What a disgrace. In any event, you had plenty to say about the ongoing freak show that is taking place at Oakville Trafalgar High School these days. In-home trainer Oakville writes, "One of my clients is a young student who goes to the high school where this obscenity teaches. He told me some of his friends were taking photos of this idiot and he was getting all upset. Seriously, anyone who dresses that way is obviously looking for attention. Then when he gets it, he gets pissed off. What a joke this whole thing has become." Well, sir, that's the thing, isn't it? Thanks to the woke joke Halton District School Board, whatever Busty Lemieux wants, Busty Lemieux shall receive, because to deny a request from him, well, that's tantamount to what? Transphobia? Indeed, recently the HDSB decided in its infinite wisdom that a dress code for teachers could not be implemented because that would open up the board to liability. What? Top labor lawyers in Canada have weighed in on this matter, and they say that the HDSB is full of nonsense, that even in a unionized environment, a dress code is completely okay. This board really is an absolute disaster run by woke cowards. BGRDDG40 writes, "So it's appropriate in the classroom, but not at the school board meeting?" Yep, the HDSB educrats have no problem with kids being exposed to perversity in the classroom, but when it comes to getting up close and personal to them at their headquarters, well, that's a little too much tit for tat for those educrats, if you get my drift. TS Rocks writes, "I'm a real woman and I remember getting chased and disciplined by teachers just for wearing a tank top that didn't cover my shoulders. But those were the rules, and professional expectations for a school setting isn't a bad thing. Now I'm so angry that men can just come around and do whatever they want with no consequences, and you'll be punished if you question it." Well, TS Rocks, I bet the morons at the HDSB would discipline you for simply using the phrase real woman, because in this world full of transanity in which we live, what's a woman? Not even a certain U.S. Supreme Court justice can define that word these days. And in terms of dress codes, the HDSB does indeed have a dress code for students. They even have a dress code for Halloween costumes, if you can believe it. But they won't implement a dress code for teachers. Does that make sense to anyone? Diamond Dust writes, "Nice job, David, representing the Canadian silent majority." Well, thank you kindly, Diamond Dust, and I have news to report on the silent majority front, which is to say, in response to the circus sideshow that is the Busty Lemieux fiasco, a group of parents in Halton Region have formed an organization called Students First Ontario, and they have retained a lawyer. So if the HDSB wants to play hardball and they want to go all in when it comes to protecting someone who might very well be a sexual pervert, then so be it. The HDSB in the months ahead can tell it to the judge. Looks like finally Mama Bear has woken up, and you know what, folks? She is very, very pissed off indeed. Hey folks, that was an excerpt from my show, Rebel Roundup. Now, to get the full meal deal, why not go to Rebel News Plus, sign up, and never miss a Rebel News Plus show in the future.